A lot of pressure, man.
Yeah, it is. Evil.
Knievel.
Not our real names.
Nailed it.
Oh, you want me to do my bit? Okay, here we go.
Who are those guys?
You're gonna love it. It's just a little independent.
That might have been too much, man.
Moonwalkers. You know what? I was going to do a different movie. I don't think I regret it, but because it was 30, I'm getting hung up on milestone things, but I've got another maybe coming up because I'll be the evens, you'll be the odds every time.
Every time.
All right.
I know. So I get the 20. I had the 25th anniversary. So we called it 25th episode. So you got 30. You're gonna have 50. Ooh, 50 episodes. We're not that far away, bro.
That one we shall do nude.
Oh, wait. So is this going to be like a super long intro? Are we going to put all this on there?
You started, okay.
Oh, it's been.
It has
you
been.
got all this.
I didn't see the glint in
I
your
didn't.
eye.
I didn't tell you the polygraph was on. I got a armature in the kind of blocking my view a little bit, but
armature.
we have the
We
engineer
hot?
present. You are.
Are we
getting
are we
hotter by
happening?
the week? Every week
happening?
I see you, you get hotter.
It's happening. Hello, everybody. Welcome to A Little Independent, the movie podcast where two friends talk about independent, obscure, or just plain weird movies. My name's Ryan.
And I'm Todd.
Hi, Todd.
Hi, Ryan.
How are you?
I don't know if that was deep enough. Hi, Ryan.
That was good. I wonder,
Too masculine?
What I'd love at this point is if there was some kind of Richter scale ranking of your Hi Ryans up to this point,
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Episode 14 is my favorite Hi Ryan.
Oh, that.
Screw you, dude. Episode 12 is mine. And people get in street fights over this stuff. That would be awesome.
Yep. And you know who gets to decide it?
Who?
Miss Turner herself.
Oh, yes. Good. Good.
She has to chime in.
I believe we're
at
gonna
some point and say this is the winner.
This is interesting because I believe we will be talking about her within the context of the podcast today.
Oh,
so she does come up.
she's not in the movie. Is she?
She's not in the movie.
Oh,
but,
you
she
scared me.
does
I'm
come
like,
up.
how did I miss
No,
that?
no, that would have been weird.
Did I watch the right movie?
Yeah. That would have been
shit.
bizarre.
That would have that would be an episode of episodes. You give me the movie, you text me the movie, and I watch the wrong one, and we show up here talking about two different movies and see how long it takes us to figure it out.
That's interesting. As far as podcast snafus go, I don't know how we could ever have one where we watch the wrong movie unless it's
this was close. I had some other ones come up.
That's a good point.
Yeah, this one had a bunch, so we're gonna have to be
Some
real
movies that have
articulate.
the same, and yeah. But if it's something way off the bat, I think I would ask you. If you were to send me a movie, I look at it, and Michael Jackson was in it, for example, and was the lead character. I'd probably ask the question, just making sure that was the one.
Yeah, why are you talking about Peter O'Toole in Zombievers?
Right, right.
I don't know. That was
he was in a cutscene of Zombievers. Peter O'Toole. Before
oh my God! I got to tell you, I texted you, and I don't know if you caught it, and I did an OMG Zombievers. Do you remember me saying that in the text?
Yes.
Okay, I can't say any more until you watch that movie.
Okay.
I can't wait for you to watch. So Venice, what was it called? Once Upon a Time in Venice.
Yeah.
With Bruce Willis.
Okay.
You got it.
That's been on my radar for so long.
Yeah.
I don't know why I've not pulled the trigger on it. Isn't that odd? Why you just, there's something you know you want to watch. I know I want to watch it. I should watch it tonight.
Yeah.
I probably won't. I don't know why.
Because you're being told to.
Not really.
It's the whole
because your clever text to get me to say the movie was fun, but it was one of those things that made me realize that was a movie that I just really had wanted to see.
Yeah.
And
I
forget about, and I wonder if it's because Bruce Willis is so ubiquitous now in every straight to video.
Exactly. Yeah.
His face is on everything, on every straight to video movie ever.
Yeah, and you just give up on them.
Yeah.
But I can't remember what made me watch this one, but it was a treat. It was a delight.
Yeah.
And
it looks like a kooky premise, which is why what attracted me to it.
I mean, it's kind of like a farce at the same time on his former characters, his diehard tough guy, all that stuff. And there's some,
I thought his pinnacle farce of himself, in a way, was in National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon 1, where they are assaulting, Emilio Estevez's character, who's playing a Mel Gibson in Lethal Weapon type thing.
Yeah.
And they blow up his trailer, and Bruce Willis as John McClane comes out of the top, and he's like, "What the hell are you doing?" They're like, "Is this 341 whatever highway?" And he's like, "No, it's 281. The other one's down that way." And it's clearly him reprising his role as John McClane from Die Hard, and I think that's his penultimate.
All right, well,
I'm gonna regret that story now.
We'll see what you think of his making fun of himself in this one.
Well, in our film today, I think Bruce Willis could have fit in a way. He could have played the CIA character potentially.
Yeah, with the persona he had in Reds. Is it Red or Reds?
Red. Oh, Retired and Extremely Dangerous.
Yeah.
1 and 2. Those are pretty good.
So
movies,
the second one was Reds.
I think it was just Red 2, actually. I don't know. I think it was Red 2, I believe.
Okay.
But our film today, it was my choice this week on episode 30 of A Little Independent, and we're hitting 2015 again. And I don't know. I'll have to look back to see if we've done back-to-back years. This was unintentional, but I think that's interesting.
Previous to this.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if that's ever come up before, but 2015 film called Moonwalkers.
Yay.
And before you jump to conclusions, and hopefully you've read the description about it or whatever, it's not a documentary about a group of inner city youth who raise money by moonwalking, a great distance.
Is that what that kept popping up?
No, that's not.
Well, there's a Michael Jackson that kept popping up when you try to find this movie.
I think that's Moonwalker. But 2015 film called Moonwalkers, and again, if you watch the wrong one, listening to this will make zero sense. But
you'll know.
Our film description, once again from IMDb: after failing to locate the legendary Stanley Kubrick, an unstable CIA agent must instead team up with a seedy rock band manager to develop the biggest con of all time, staging the moon landing.
Yeah.
So what do you think about that as a description?
It's pretty spot on.
You think it's spot on?
Uh-huh.
It's kind of interesting because he must instead team up with, and it seems more intentional than we know it is. He doesn't, I guess he must team up with him, but he doesn't really want to.
Yeah. Well, he thought he was going to get, retire or get time off, and he's being ordered. I mean, the whole switcheroo thing he doesn't know about later on, but yeah, I mean, he's given orders to do so.
So we're
by
touching
Mr.
on
Colonel Dickman or whatever, Captain Dick.
This
I don't
is it's billed as an action comedy. So action first, comedy second.
Ooh, I definitely got to go heavy on the comedy.
I would agree. I mean, it is surprisingly action packed and violent and bloody.
And hippie-ish.
And it's got
got
a little bit of everything.
Lots of Trailer Park Jesus going on in this one.
I wondered if you were going to same thing. The LSD
what's going on with the acid trips with us? Are we? Is this why are we
experiencing something?
Yeah.
So have you ever done LSD?
Bowler, the Northern Lights.
You are currently on LSD.
How do you say it?
Aurora Borealis?
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Northern Lights. Don't ask me to say it again.
If we have any speech therapists in the audience, please reach out to us at alittleindependentpodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah. Yes. And forward that to Todd.
Get Todd sorted out. So we're broaching a movie that touches on a very real conspiracy theory. Is this something you knew about?
I have heard this one. Yeah. There's
a real conspiracy
YouTube's
theory
full of them. Yeah.
About the fact that the U.S. government had filmed a fake moon landing in the event that the real moon landing either couldn't occur, didn't occur, or some people think it didn't even remotely occur at all.
And weren't they claiming Kubrick did it? Wasn't that one
Correct.
of the theories?
So because of the amazing effects of 2001: A Space Odyssey, he was approached because it looked so realistic.
We should have cued the music. That would be expensive, though. Bum.
Isn't that a public domain song? Isn't that also Zarathustra?
It's used in the it's used in the movie. So
yeah, I think that's public domain. I think that's a classic piece of cinema score.
You think he donated that? Oh no, it's an old classical piece.
Yeah, I think it's
Is that what you're saying?
Piece. I think.
God.
Again, any classical fans in the audience are probably losing their goddamn minds.
I know,
right
and
now.
I listen to classical all the time. I should be ashamed.
But regardless, so this is a very real theory. Now, have you heard subsequently that Kubrick did in fact film a fake moon landing, and he was racked with guilt over it, and he littered the film The Shining with clues to this? Are you aware of that? So
do tell.
To prepare for watching this movie once again, because this was another one copy at Family Video. So
I knew it. The yellow,
like
the yellow on the
out,
cover,
yeah.
and
honestly,
yeah.
Ron Perlman, and he
it was right next to Poker Night.
may at this point be a VIP or an MVP for Ali. As we're now talking about him twice.
Oh,
maybe more
he
than
needs to
twice.
call. He needs to email us then.
That'd be great. So it's I completely lost.
I would lose my mind if Ron Pearlman, started talking to us.
That would be amazing.
Yeah,
that would be amazing. But one copy from the video store, and I completely forget what I was trying to say.
It's a classical song.
Okay, 2000. Oh, sorry.
I'm really messing
2001. Yeah, we did get off on a tangent. That's sad. 2001. But so Stanley Kubrick put all these signs that he faked the moon landing in The Shining, and that's the only reason he did The Shining, which is why it's so different from the book.
What signs?
There's a documentary on The Shining called Room 237. So that's what I watched a couple of days ago to prepare for this.
No shit.
And there's multitudes of conspiracy theories about The Shining. One is that Kubrick made it as a metaphor for the Holocaust. One is that the Jack Torrance character is a minotaur of some sort, and it ties into all this stuff. So there's a bunch, and that's what this documentary, focuses on. But the big one is that Kubrick faked the moon landing, and he was just racked with all this guilt, and he had to get it out, and the only way he could was this. So the two big ones are Room 237 is in The Shining. That's the room where the old lady is, right? In the book, it was room.
That visual just came up in my head.
Oh, that's the old lady, the wrinkled.
In the bed. Walking towards him.
Yep.
Why did you do that to me? What?
Well, it doesn't have to stay there.
How do you get it out? Okay, wait.
Don't describe it. Anyway,
Shannon Tweed was in this movie yesterday morning.
237. The room number in the book was 219.
Okay.
And Kubrick changed it, and it was said that he changed it because the hotel asked him to, because nobody would want to stay there because it was a real hotel, would want to stay in room 219 if that was the what have you.
Yeah.
So the reason why that's interesting is at the time it was believed that the moon was 237,000 miles from the planet Earth, and the big clue is as Danny goes to room 237 the first time and is assaulted, he stands up and he's wearing an Apollo 11 sweater. Oh. And that is true. I mean, you can watch the film and he's fully wearing, and it's a whole rocket.
Oh my God. You said was believed. So have we since gotten better math?
I haven't looked this up, but I think maybe since, but it's only off by a few thousand miles.
Well,
not like
in the orbit, I'm sure it changes distances.
Yeah. So, but at the time, that was the number 237, and there's a whole bunch of other little things throughout the film.
That is really cool. Yeah. Apollo 11 sweater.
Yeah.
All right, I got to watch it.
It's really glaring, and I remember watching the movie. That was one of my favorite movies for a long time.
Mrs. Torrance.
Right. But all that documentary is pretty fascinating because there's tons of other conspiracy theories, and it does make you. And one of my favorites actually is that the film is actually meant. The whole film, the Danny Torrance character is murdering his father. So the whole and Kubrick changed that, and there's other reasons for that, but whatever.
Yeah. Didn't Stephen King hate the movie?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's kind of a little backstory as it relates to this film, because there's Stanley Kubrick imagery all over this
conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Of
this film, and I believe this is our first foray into the world of Harry Potter. Is this the only Harry Potter actor so far?
That's a good question.
I believe it is. And hopefully we're not wrong, but this film stars Rupert Grint as Johnny, best known, for better or for worse, for him, who knows, but as Ron Weasley in the Harry Potter series.
Yeah, I think his accountant and his attorneys and his publicist all would agree it was a good choice.
Really bummed out. But his first film, I didn't know this, his first film was Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone in 2001.
Talk about
being
secretariat out the gate. Jeez.
What I find is interesting is his second film. Right after that is a 2002 film called Thunderpants. Thunderpants. I'm going to read you the description of this 2002 film. And then I'm going to tell you who's fucking in it. This is real.
All right, I'm ready.
An 11-year-old boy's amazing ability to break wind leads him first to fame, then to death row, before it helps him fulfill his ambition of being an astronaut.
Wow.
So let's unpack that.
So that's why they chose him for this role,
this
the whole astronaut.
This is an 11-year-old boy who, through the course of this film, ends up famous, then on death row. So goes to prison and is sentenced to death as an 11-year-old, and then becomes an astronaut. Also in this film, Stephen Fry, Simon Callow, Paul Giamatti, Ned Beatty, amongst others.
And what year was
2002.
that? 2002. Exactly 20 years ago.
And as I think about obviously Harry Potter is enormous, and all of those children, when they were cast, they knew probably their lives were going to be changed forever. And I think the post Harry Potter output for all of them, like the main three, has been really fucking interesting.
Yeah.
Daniel Radcliffe, interesting stuff. Swiss Army Man and Horns, Guns Akimbo.
Yeah.
He's done some crazy stuff. And Rupert Grint, besides this, I think he was in a movie called CBGB about the club. Have you seen that?
No.
Rupert Grint plays a smaller role in that. I think he plays Cheetah, the guitar player from the Dead Boys, infamous punk rock band. We can get into that some other time. You don't care, so I won't tell you. But
eyes glazed over.
Yes, you gave me the fuck no, don't tell me that shit. Look, I know it. We got it.
Black Flag, Rollins. Yeah, I'm into it. Let's do this.
Well, at least you know that.
I know what to say now. Yeah, you've taught me,
But so he played in that, and he's been really good in these things. And I'm just going to say it right now. Watching this again, I fucking loved him in this. He was fantastic.
Everyone. All the actors were great.
Oh, you enjoy? Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So again, he plays Johnny, and he's got a movie in production right now. Get this. So Rupert Grint in production, a film called Knock at the Cabin, starring Dave Bautista and directed by M. Night Shyamalan. Does that not sound weird as shit?
Yeah. But
so the redheaded English kid from Harry Potter, Dave Bautista, wrestler turned actor, M. Night.
Yeah.
I cannot help but be
you gotta
totally intrigued by that.
You gotta at least give it a go.
Holy fuck. Also starring Ron Pearlman from at least Ali fame. Yes, absolutely. Our Ali
Poker
MVP, Poker Night. And we went into to his filmography before, but so we don't have to belabor it here. But again, second viewing, this may be my favorite role of his.
Yeah, he was outstanding. And I wrote down just two of his movies that really stuck out. And so his first movie was Quest for Fire.
Yep.
And he basically is playing a human, that is just started to evolve. He's basically playing almost an ape in that movie, and it's crazy. And then jump to Enemy at the Gates for me. When he played the sniper, and when he did that description of when he was being interrogated and they were knocking his teeth out.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So I just put down those two to give them,
Enemy at the Gates.
what really jumped out
that
to
in
me.
A long time.
Yeah. And if you're taking notes, Ryan's writing it down right now to watch it.
Literally writing it down. Also starring Robert Sheehan as Leon. Had you seen him in anything before?
No, but I couldn't get past a former coworker that looks exactly like him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Front
funny.
desk.
Okay.
Do you know who I'm talking about? I don't know if he was there when you were there.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right.
That's
so I won't
interesting
bring
when
it
that
up. But, I
happens.
mean, he, you know, if you put long hair on him,
Yeah.
literally a doppelganger.
I'm thrilled to see him, and I didn't put these two together. I think when I first saw Moonwalkers, but he is in. So Robert Sheehan was in Mute. You saw that one, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he
With
was in
Tarzan.
Mute. Yep.
No
Directed
Jane.
by Duncan Jones. Robert Sheehan is also in Season of the Witch with Nicolas Cage. Have you seen Season of the Witch? It's crazy.
See, when you say that, I keep going to
medieval.
Halloween
I know.
something Shamrock.
Yeah, that's-
what is that?
Halloween 3, Season of the Witch. So
Yeah.
this is really a cheesy. It's not as cheesy as he's been lately.
Oh yeah, you know what? I have seen that.
He's in it,
The
and
ad.
interestingly enough, the guy who plays Derek in this movie is also in Season of the Witch. But Leon
yeah.
is also in Geostorm.
No.
Yes, sir. He's great in it. He plays a shit. He plays a shyster. He
plays a
He plays
shitter.
a shitter. You didn't have to call me out on that.
Hey, you
could've
busted my
edited
child.
right through it.
Yeah, can we get that
wanted to
linguist
say
here?
shitter and
No,
shyster.
what did you order for me earlier? Not a
speech
linguist.
therapist.
Yeah. So yeah, we need to get that person on board for us
Right.
because we need help.
He's in Geostorm. So this gentleman got the privilege, got the goddamned honor of,
Yeah.
of breathing the same air as Gerard Butler. So
Yeah, I'll
that
bet
is
you he
awesome.
brought him his robe every morning.
Honorable mention. So I kind of
Let that one go.
I focused on I think those three as the main characters. I think honorable mention I'm throwing out to Eric Lambert, who played Glenn, the singer of the band.
Well, I got one more to add because you go down the list of the cast and you go down that whole list and there is only one female credited. There's some way at the bottom of it. A lot of boobs in this movie. You might have the
lot of nudity, yeah.
you might have the win for the most boobs. But Erica Santi, the French hippie.
Yeah, and that's what's interesting.
I love a French accent, so it got my attention immediately.
Did you think Renatus was French, the director?
A little bit.
Yeah, I thought so
Yeah,
too.
a little bit with his accent, but so Erica has got 45 credits, almost all of them French. She's definitely a French actress, and her French English accent when she has, how do you say it? So she's speaking English but with a French accent.
Yeah.
I love that shit. Okay,
Yeah.
did I say that enough already?
In this setting, it really fits.
So one of her most recent movies is called Rogue City, or technically it's called Bronx, but on Netflix they changed it to Rogue City. It's a 2020, and it is a heavy-duty action movie. I mean, big-time movie, so you should check that out. And she plays the pregnant wife of the lead gang enforcement officer, and these guys are
Is she
These guys are
collateral
not
at some
good.
point?
she shows more in Rogue City than she did
Nice.
in this movie.
No, is she collateral? Like, is she used as a pawn in that movie?
They tried to.
Pregnant wife is usually
she does get threatened at one point.
Kidnapped.
A lot of it's. I don't want to give too much away, but it is a big budget and very intense.
Nice.
So-
Also throwing out an honorable mention for me to Tom Audinert. Should have practiced this as Renatus. I think he was pretty great. This movie was written by Dean Craig, who I didn't really put. He hasn't done a ton. Had you heard of him before?
No.
A big highlight for me is he wrote 2007's Death at a Funeral. Have you seen that?
No.
You haven't seen it?
I don't think so.
Holy shit. Oh my God.
Is that an independent or no?
Yeah, I would think the first one is. It's such a great film, and it's
Death at a Funeral.
It's directed by Frank Oz, which I don't think a lot of people
it's
know.
sounding familiar. So give me a quick
And
premise.
it's the patriarch of a family dies, and the kids are there, kind of dysfunctional family, and they're all kind of stressing out about who's going to do the eulogy and stuff like that. And there's in-laws there, and Peter Dinklage shows up at the door and says, "Hi, I was your dad's gay lover," and it goes on from there.
Perfect.
And it's fucking
Dot,
amazing.
dot.
It's got well, no, that's the remake. There was a remake, a more urban version of it.
Okay.
Which it was okay, but in the original has Alan Tudyk, so there's a little Firefly connection. So Wash from Firefly, He's in it, and he plays like an in-law, so he's like just a husband of like the daughter.
Yeah.
And he ends up, I think, taking acid or like he gets something, and he's just fucking freaking out the whole time, and it's hilarious. Alan Tudyk is a goddamn national treasure. That fucking guy
I just
is so
watched
talented.
Serenity the other night.
He
I'm
is
a
so
feather
talented.
on the wind. It still hurts me when he
Absolutely.
when the bad thing happens.
And Dean Craig, who wrote this, is also a director. He's directed a few, and he is directing a movie that's filming right now called The Estate. And listen to this cast: Toni Collette, David Duchovny, Anna Faris, and Kathleen Turner.
Well, there you go.
How about that? So the gentleman who wrote this movie is currently working with Kathleen Turner, and directed by and with a story by credit Antoine Bardot-Josset.
So that's our connection. When we email him to
Jaquette.
tell him about our
Oh,
podcast,
not if I fucked up his last name.
I lost you.
Yeah, Antoine Bardot-Josset. This is his first and only feature, but I did note he did make a Belvedere Vodka Spectre TV commercial the same year as this.
Nice.
So the same year as this, he did a James Bond product tie-in and this film. No awards. I didn't find any awards on this one.
On the movie,
Yeah.
South by Southwest, baby.
Did it win anything at South by Southwest?
No, I had to.
It premiered there.
Right. It didn't. IMDb didn't give us anything, so I had to,
Yeah.
look for
You're the
film
award winner,
festivals.
dude. We got to be honest. You're the one bringing the movies with the awards. You're bringing the good movies. I bring the.
No.
I'm bringing the honey. It's a Ryan episode. It's dumb. I think maybe that's where our balance lies. We're good for
think?
couples because I even things out.
Well, South by Southwest is a major film festival.
Yes,
it did
it
not
is.
win an award, but it got
Yeah.
accepted. You know how I feel about that
Fucking
stuff.
hack movie this is. Let's
So
shut this thing
France, Spain, UK, Korea, I think there was a whole bunch of international film festivals that showed
down.
this.
The tagline, this is on the poster as well, based on a true conspiracy theory.
Nice.
You like that?
I like it because the whole premise is a true,
Yeah. I think
truly
it's
a
good too.
which we covered.
And to your point, and I definitely will have to put it up on the Facebook page, the cover art. I love the cover art in this and how it translated into the opening credits. I didn't find any budget info. Worldwide gross, $92,365. So probably showed in a
That's
few theaters, maybe.
About half of what they paid Pearlman.
Yeah.
No, wait. The kids got to demand more money than Pearlman. Do you think?
Oh, the kid from Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. And
but
you know,
269 credits. Ron Pearlman.
yeah, no,
acting
he's not.
credits.
He's not.
He's not pulling in the money.
He's not making.
He's not
God
making
love
Harry
him, bud.
Potter money.
1 hour and 36 minutes. Decent runtime on this. It was kind of breezy.
Yeah.
There's a huge montage in it. Like this may be the longest montage ever.
No, Still's got it.
Oh yeah, that's
Well,
right.
that's not a montage. It's a flashback. Sorry.
Flashback. It was filmed in
I
Belgium.
just had an acid flashback
Which I
to
thought-
episode 1.
Oh boy.
Oh,
It was filmed in Belgium, which I
boy.
thought was interesting.
say again.
It was filmed in Belgium.
Oh,
This movie.
good chocolate
I
there.
thought was kind of interesting. And did premiere at South by Southwest in March of 2015.
You did have that in your notes.
Yeah. Just no awards. Typically, we'll talk about any awards at one. Not that it fucking matters, though.
But didn't they say, don't they set it in London, but so it was filmed in Belgium?
Yeah.
Okay.
In this opening, what did you think of the opening of the film?
I thought it was pretty cool, but I'm like, where's this going, And then you realize when they, so he's fighting, he's in Asia, so he's in Nam, and he's fighting and killing, and this being him being Ron Pearlman, but it's
Kidman. We should have said his name is Kidman.
Yeah,
I didn't say
Tom
his character name at the top.
Kidman, Nicole's brother, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, so that's another nod to Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah.
Nicole Kidman was in
Eyes wide shut. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, another one with a lot of nudity. What's going on here? You gonna pick that one next?
Eyes Wide Shut? No.
Yeah.
Can't. I don't think it's technically independent. But the opening.
Well, when they cut to him actually beating and stabbing and killing the pillow,
yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Well, like a harsh Vietnam opening. I was wondering, is this real? Is it a movie being filmed? Because this is a movie about making a movie. I thought maybe he was an actor on a movie set, and then you see him in his pajamas,
yeah.
and then it morphs into he's having a flashback. He's in a hotel room, destroyed.
Yeah.
and he's heaving and he's drooling and he's clearly going through something, which, you know, is kind of underplayed a little bit because, you know, shell shock, post-traumatic stress, PTSD is, you know, I mean, it's like he's having some real difficulty at times in the movie. And the way some of these flashbacks and hallucinations are played are pretty horrible. It's not played for comedy. So that's kind of a interesting juxtaposition in a movie like this.
Yeah, and it actually creates different scenarios in the movie for things to happen.
Yeah,
because he kind of freezes up when he's seen the bodies and allows things to happen.
And that's not disrespectful in any way. I mean, I think it's
a nod to probably what they go through. You know, after going through that hell. I
loved the opening credits animation because, and I'm not, you know, we talked about this before, I'm not a Beatles fan, but it had that kind of Yellow Submarine.
1969. Yeah.
Did that evoke anything? I mean, thinking about
cartoon hippie credits. Spirit in the Sky is what I wrote.
Okay.
Because the song, it was either an homage to Spirit in the Sky or was Spirit in the Sky. I don't remember.
I wanted T-shirts out of everything that I saw. Like Nixon in bondage farting and lighting his fart on fire. I wanted that. I wanted to pause. I wanted T-shirts out of everything in the background. It was so great.
Well, we can get them made. And
another clever, I think another clever thing, and we talked about it in the Napoleon Dynamite episode, kind of clever credits, but I like how Moonwalkers dissolves into just a bunch of cocaine and somebody just snorts it right up. Which, you know, kind of gives you a little insight, right? Like,
it sets up the movie for sure.
That's going to be a little something.
There's going to be a lot of drugs in this movie. But it's 1969.
That's
baby,
right.
In London.
That's right. Have you done LSD?
No, and I've never taken a shit on a Hendrix album either.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, you haven't lived, buddy. Yeah, that was tough to look at.
That was, sorry. Well, kind of a little jump ahead there, but
maybe we should start there. That'd be weird. But we meet Johnny, who's you know, from the title or the summary that he's a band manager, but he's pumping up the band and he's, you know, already, do you feel like he's a little desperate? You know, like you don't know what kind of club he's in. They're clearly backstage somewhere.
And we got to give him credit. I mean, he's got acting chops. He really plays this role great. And he's not, you know, I mean, you just think Harry Potter, you know, a kid in Harry Potter, but.
Well, he's got that. I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan, and
I have no background on them at all.
And please don't be mad at us about this. I like the films, read the books, and he's an interesting character, and he has a lot of emotional stuff that I think it's kind of hidden. So throughout, he's a whiner a lot, and he's desperate. He's desperate to finally be successful.
Yeah, and he plays it so good.
And it's good to see him, you know, have this shot, you know, to lead a film. And, you know, it takes an indie like this maybe to give it to him. But he keeps saying, this has to go well. This has to go well. Yeah.
Well, he owes money. They set that up right in the beginning, that he owes money to the ironmonger.
The ironmonger.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's rough.
So, but he's relying on the band, you know, making money.
But what do you think he owes for? Because he says he's got 2 weeks.
They just said he borrowed it. I don't think they really told why.
Just for anything.
And it was only like $200 or something, and he couldn't even get.
And you find out later, it was a small number.
Yeah, and they're gonna cut his hands off for $200.
And the show goes awry immediately, which is hilarious.
Oh,
they're like, let's rock. And
now, have you ever had a gig like that since you played such alternative stuff?
Not, you know. 3 seconds
chased off the stage, stuff thrown at you. Because the clubs you played, everybody was there for that.
Yes, that was usually happening in the audience, you know, independent of the band. But you know, things would get rowdy, and I've been to my share of crazy violent shows in the, you know, metal scenes, but nothing. And I've seen bands get in fights on stage and stuff like that. But you know, the way the movie is shot, from he's just listening. And you hear like, and then you hear it go to shit.
Yeah.
But muffled was really funny to me.
Yeah.
And then they literally come busting through the wall of the dressing room.
Running for their life.
But the singer looks like he provoked something because he's laughing.
Well, they told him that. What was he telling him not to grab his crotch or something? And that was an homage to Michael Jackson right there. They did the whole.
That's a good point.
Crotch grabbing and thrusting, and he's like, "That's my signature move." Before he went out there, because he was telling him not to do it.
Yeah.
And then they went out to the wrong audience, like it was the wrong night. Just like the manager's loser-esque.
Oh
persona.
yeah, because later they do say it was hippie night turned into inbred night. Or
yeah,
something
it was like they should have played Wednesday night when it was hippie night.
Yeah, that's right. But I love some of the stylized filmmaking. Like some of it reminded me of Kung Fu Hustle. Have you ever seen Kung Fu Hustle? Where it's like masses of people, but you see it slowed down. As those guys as the people chasing them are coming out, like everything slows down, and it's really kind of fun. And
there's a lot of that in this movie, but I think
I
it's
like that
because
kind
of how the actual moon footage is, where it's slow-mo like that.
Yeah. They make their escape, and they're in this crummy van. So you kind of get the scope of this band's not huge, or they're maybe on the way up, and that's kind of what Johnny says is they're about to be, but he's trying to get him a record deal. Like they don't have anything.
No, and
this guy's really just
the lead singer says he says, I'm not getting laid, and it's been 3 years.
Yeah.
So we got at least 3 years that they've been getting nowhere. Not even,
And I love,
you can't even get a hookup.
They have the stereotype of the singer wants to do a rock opera. When am I going to have my time? And he says he all these brilliant lyrics like Giraffe Henry and Grandma's nipples. Like, what the fuck is that? And he starts talking about more zoo related lyrics. I'm like, they reminded me of Wesley Willis. Do you know who Wesley Willis is?
No.
Oh, okay. We can't get into that here, but Chicago legendary musician. If you've ever been headbutted by Wesley Willis, it's an honor. I have been. But it's just so funny the way they portray this egotistical lead singer who's kind of goofy looking. I mean, I'm nobody to talk, but he's not the steamy, hunky. Do you think that's on purpose?
And he's playing that card every chance he gets.
On the singer of the band.
Yeah. It's not too far from now where they're in the bar and he's trying to hit on that girl. That was so funny.
Like,
that was so funny.
I know.
She looked familiar. Did she? The girl in the bar that he's sitting on, did she stand out as anything?
Short hair, I think.
No, brunette maybe, but
okay, I was totally off. No, I don't think so.
It just okay.
There could be people in these movies who have gone on to do something even since then that I don't know, but I didn't totally recognize anybody else.
Yeah, and then but when I don't know if you want to go into that scene yet or not, but he says, "I'll write you a song right now."
Oh,
and the lyrics, oh my God.
Yeah, about her ass.
He just starts going, lick your ass.
Yeah, I love your ass. I want to kiss it or something.
Yeah.
Well, the band are going to get rid of him and replace him. And that's another funny.
The manager,
What are we going to do with two managers? And they're like, no,
he doesn't get it.
You.
Yeah.
And he ends up getting 2 days to sort it out, whatever that means. So he's got 2 days, and I think he's going to sign him or whatever.
Well, they want a record deal. They want to make their rock opera, which I don't know what year The Who did theirs, but 69 is the year that we're in here.
It's so funny, just like the lead singer bullshit, wanting to do a rock opera and what the fuck. Anyway, that's why I'm in a band with no singer. And I love how it cuts to the general's office. And now, how big a Kubrick fan are you? I don't think we've ever really gotten into that. Are you a Kubrick fan?
Well, I enjoyed Spartacus.
You did. You saw it 5 times. God damn, that was funny too.
That was hilarious.
But
we should tell people that I'm not, that far off. It just that was in the movie.
I'm a huge Kubrick fan, and two of my favorites are Dr. Strangelove and The Shining. And so, do you know Dr. Strangelove well at all?
No, I mean The Shining, 2001.
So the
Eyes
Office,
Wide Shut.
Dixon, what's his name? Dickface?
Dickman, I think.
Dickface. General Dickman. His office
Colonel
is completely set decorated to look like General Ripper's office from Dr. Strangelove. It's an iconic thing.
Okay.
So again, there's lots of those little things, and I've got a few at the
Even
end.
though there was like a tiny little globe there.
Yeah, I mean, almost everything is the same, and the camera angles the exact same. So for fans of Dr. Strangelove, you'll love that in this.
Well, the good catch there, right? That's pretty cool.
And I love how it cuts to JFK, talking about the race to the moon on the reel-to-reel, and he shuts it off and he goes, bullshit. Which, it's funny, but what do you think he means? Like, we're not going to do it? Or
when he, from my understanding, the different things that I've seen in the past, just when he made that announcement, everybody was like, exactly, bullshit. Like, how the hell are we?
And didn't clear it by anybody, and everybody else wait, how are we going to do this?
Yeah, exactly. How are we doing this in 6 years?
Okay.
Yeah.
I like to think of that.
Yeah.
I hate to be, thinking of myself as ignorant and not know definitively, but I think it's funny. And he, the moon race was a big thing. And obviously that's what fueled a lot of this stuff. And I love Dixon says, if we don't get to the moon first, we're going to look like a bunch of dicks. Again, totally nonsensical language, but it just was funny to me.
Yeah. And all about being first and winning. It's kind of crazy. Kidman
says something about that later, but Kidman's brought in, and so he works for the CIA. Is that implicitly said? Do you know it's CIA right off the bat?
I don't think we know until later.
Yeah, but he's brought in and given an assignment.
Yeah. He isn't saying a word. I mean, he's getting all this stuff said to him about you're going to do it. And he doesn't say a word except, I thought I was going to get my leave. Yeah. I've been in...
Because it's really clear that he needs it.
Yeah.
Like, this guy's a liability in a hotel, at least. That's what we know.
Yeah, at least. That pillow did not fare well.
Let alone your guest bedroom. Because they're going to fuck your shit up.
Or just imagine if you or somebody was in the room with him, when he goes into that.
Then they're dead. So he's a liability, but it does kind of... it does kind of give you a little bit of sympathy for him.
Oh, yeah.
And I think Ron Pearlman plays to that really well. Because he's a badass in this, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, he's a rock.
But there is some vulnerability there, and you don't really see that a lot from him, at least lately. But his assignment is to find Kubrick because they're impressed with 2001: A Space Odyssey and engage him to film a fake moon landing just in case.
Yeah, it didn't make any fucking sense, but it looked great.
Yeah.
Go find this guy.
Guy.
They give him a file with a picture of Kubrick, cut to him on the plane, and whoever that guy was sitting next to him, the Brit, the heavy set Brit guy.
Well, did he seem?
He was hilarious,
just heaving and wheezing. All right, you.
Yeah,
and all these bad British stereotypes,
and saying all these terrible jokes, and Pearlman's, hardcore, army. Looking at the file, and this guy, and then when he gives him that elbow shot, knocks him out.
Well, the guy does spill coffee on his file, which helps our fellas earlier. But I love the amount of money that he's given, because he's given, a briefcase.
Yeah.
And Dixon said something like, "This amount of money would turn anybody into a patriot." And I thought that was a great line because it made me wonder, why ask a British guy to do this? If we're all about nationalism and America this, why ask a Brit to do it? You'd think that would be the worst thing in the world. Get Oliver Stone to do it. I would think the most American thing is to see the Brits do it, go, fuck you, we can do it better, and get some American to do it and probably do it shittier.
So in 1969, what director, I mean, based on what they saw in 2001, I mean, I get it. That's why you're going after him.
I don't know, but that was interesting.
Who directed Dennis Hopper and the motorcycle movie? Was it?
I should know who directed Easy Rider. Oh my God! Everybody
well, I don't know.
You did this to us.
No.
Now it's over.
I'm sorry.
Turn the lights off. But I just thought that was interesting. Why ask a British guy to do this?
I think it's just because of the look of the film.
Yeah. Well, I guess we have less to be least proud of than we thought, but we've got, and he's given directive to kill everybody involved because we're going to bury the secrets with the architects like the Egyptians. So this is heavy stuff.
Yeah, he's like, the architects?
Yeah.
Oh, you want me to kill everybody?
So Johnny gets back to his apartment and it's ransacked, and here we have, various vandalisms, including the big fucking turd on the turntable just turning and turning.
Yeah.
That was gross.
And he's like, not Hendrix. So then he opens the bathroom door to get rid of said turd. And who do we have?
There's a whole guy in there.
Leon, stoned out of his mind, which he never comes unstoned through this
He
entire
does
movie.
not, I don't think, does he?
Not once.
No.
And when he gets a hint of thinking he's not, way out there, he does more.
But what I think is so funny is all that shit happened in the apartment, and he was in the shitter the whole time.
The whole time, and they never
he's
saw
like, when did all this happen?
Yeah.
And that's the kid who's in Geostorm, just by the way. And he is, I think, again, extraordinary in this. He's really good.
Brilliant acting, all of them. And he's our bearded guy, so he's going to be our Kubrick.
And Ironmonger, this is, they talk about Ironmonger, and this is a serious deal. And Ironmonger, by the way, who is played by John Cosmo of Braveheart fame, of Highlander fame. That guy's just fucking awesome. It was cool to see him show up as the Heavy. But they realize that they're in a real shit situation. Like in 2 days, he needs to come up with something. So this is when they decide to go see Derek.
His
so he's got brother-in-law?
Cousin.
He says we're cousins, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So he goes to this fancy office. Did you love the look of the furniture in this fucking office? Holy shit.
Well, how about his intro? That was the next day. Never mind.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
When Derek's a real piece of shit.
Sexual harassment office.
But he goes... Edit. He goes to see...
No, that was a good one. We can leave that in there.
Wait.
Edit that out.
Okay.
He goes to see Derek, and is Derek Kubrick's agent? That's kind of how this is teed up.
Yeah, that was one of his pictures on the wall.
But it feels like it's come into question at one point because somebody asks him to get him, and he just laughs.
Well,
but anyway, so
he's definitely his agent.
He is Kubrick's agent, and we have a classic case of mistaken identity because Derek says, "No, I'm not going to help you." Does 3 lines of blow.
Even fucks with him. He like pulls out this big wad of money, and he's like, "Oh, thank you. You're going to get it." And he like
just starts laughing,
and he just starts
laughing really hard.
Yeah,
like that actor put some vocal cords into that. It's really distressing.
So I mean, you're really feeling sorry for our what's his name.
For Johnny.
Yeah. I wanted to call him Tom,
Derek
but that's
leaves the office, nose bleeding, a common problem, at that time.
After doing coke.
And I love how Kidman comes in. We've got Johnny still in the office. He's kind of trying to see if he can steal something. And do you love how Kidman just starts talking?
He was so alpha army.
So you're this guy. Yeah. We're going to have you do this. Here's the money.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have a lot of time to think about it, and Johnny says, "Yeah, I'm that guy, and I'll get you Stanley Kubrick." Yeah. Which did that kind of make your butt pucker a little bit for him?
A lot.
That tees up a little. That amount of tension.
It was great. It was pretty good writing there.
So did you anticipate that he would dress up his roommate as Stanley Kubrick, or?
I can't remember if the first time I saw it, because he's the only guy that we've seen to this point, and he had the beard.
Yeah.
So it made sense, and they did cut to that right away.
Yeah. So he says, Ron Pearlman leaves and says, "I'll be at this hotel if you want to accept our offer." So Johnny looks at his roommate and says,
"Yeah,
you cut your hair a little bit, shave your beard down, and you look like Stanley Kubrick."
Yeah, and Leon starts going through some anxiety, so he's doing more and more drugs before the interview.
Before the meeting.
He's like, "You did a mushroom? What?" And
they're going into the meeting at the hotel, and he's huffing glue. He's like, "Oh."
Yeah, I thought he was breathing into the bag because he was.
Glue. No,
yeah,
because he says, "What's in there?" Because he said, as they're going to this meeting, he's trying to prepare as they're walking in. He said, "What films did I make?" And when he mentions Lolita, he says, "Oh no, the pedo film."
It's a pedo. Now, is that? I don't.
Well, no, but
was the girl underage in that movie?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's definitely inappropriate.
Oh,
but it's widely held as that's
so
the sketchy one.
So he is British, and you've got
he
Kubrick.
Yep.
and you have, who's the other pedo guy that we have? Sharon Tate's husband.
Roman Polanski?
Yeah, so he's
Why?
another one that's escaped to Europe. Are they making a tie, do you think, to any of that?
Oh, no. I mean, no, Stanley Kubrick never, it's not, he didn't get in trouble for it. People just think it's a
bad taste.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not an illegal, it's not a whatever, it's just bad. Yeah, bad
Okay.
taste.
All right. So it's just
And
like-
I think Jeremy Irons remade it. Or Kenneth Branagh, or one of them.
well, we've made tons of those in America anyway,
Yeah,
you know, like
absolutely.
Snap,
But
whatever it was.
he's
Candy
freaking out
and-
going in, and he's huffing the glue, and then Johnny's like, "What are you doing?" And he gets all like out of it, and
Yeah.
then he tries to up him with cocaine, and he's like,
Yeah.
puts his hand on the car and is like trying to shove cocaine into his
like
nose.
you were shoveling the sidewalk.
with
I
his
mean,
hand
he's
just
just
shoveling it in
just
his
so
face.
much. Yeah.
He's like, get in there.
Yeah, and his face is all powder white. And he's like, "How do I look?"
And I did find this fun little interview with Rupert Grint and the kid who played Leon, and he commented like, "I didn't really look like Stanley Kubrick. I looked like a rabbi from The Matrix." He kind of did have that kind of like rabbinical look to him, but I thought that was pretty funny.
So that must have been like the second or third Matrix.
I didn't know
I
what the
don't
Matrix thing. had
I
to
don't
do with
remember
it,
a
but-
rabbi in the first one.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't
Okay.
think about it too much, but he did.
Yeah,
look like a rabbi.
I'm thinking too much.
And they have this meeting with Kidman, and it's tense because he opens with the Spartacus thing, and I
They
think
just stare at him.
Leon's face through the whole thing is priceless. He is so out of it.
Yeah.
Just got high on glue, and then he's full of cocaine,
And he's
and he looks so
scared
confused.
too.
Yeah,
He's still terrified. He's like, yeah.
And they tee this whole thing up. You know, there's only one man who can do it, and he gets a chance to speak, and he says, "And what man is that?" Like it's clearly him.
Yeah. He has no idea.
No idea.
Well, then he tells him he needs to talk to him alone.
Yeah. Oh,
because it's all
Johnny has to
confidential. So they kick Johnny out. Cut to him walking out and saying, "I'm Stanley Kubrick, and I wouldn't do it."
Yeah, he got into character,
Yeah.
and he said no to the project.
And Kubrick would not do this film.
Yeah,
And then
that was funny.
And
to me.
then he like totally didn't get how
Yep.
destitute they were, and
So then it turns around and
They drag
he
his
said,
ass back in there.
All right, yes, we're still going to do it. And Ron Pearlman says something like, "Didn't you say this goes against every fiber in your body, artistically, morally?" What is like? It's
Yeah.
a big reversal.
yeah.
Again, lines delivered really well, and I think really clever writing.
Yeah, and he just like, nah. Johnny's like, "What? We changed our mind." He's like, "Yeah."
Yeah, and again, this comes into play. Kidman starts seeing hallucinations in the lobby.
And that's what gets him to give him the money and get
Yeah.
out of there, because he's seeing all the
Again,
the bodies that
Lucy,
he's killed.
real Lucy about like this guy handing over the money. You don't think he would, but suspension of disbelief. It's okay.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, I mean, at least
'Cause
they
it's
set
literally
it
a
up
fucking
with.
briefcase full of money, and
Yeah.
well, they don't know what's in it. When they get it home, they see what's in it.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't give him a picture of
Yeah.
Derek, but it was Derek's office,
Yeah.
and then the picture of Kubrick had coffee spilt
Yeah,
all over it,
from
so
the
all you see is the
guest.
beard.
Yeah.
So
he
they
didn't know any
they
better.
set that up nice for what he
Yeah,
had.
Good call. Nice job.
Yeah.
Because we started to talk about that, but I love the fact that they get back to their Johnny's place. They can't open the case. They don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
They open it, and it's files and files, so outlining the project, and then a whole bunch of money.
Yeah, and then the trap door, and then underneath it is just
Yeah.
strapped stacks of bills.
Lots of money.
And this is going to sound weird, but it struck me funny when I saw the bills. I'm like, what? And then I realized they're in London because it was British currency.
Yeah.
And it looks a lot different
They
than
did
our
the transfer.
currency.
They did the transfer. And so they decide to have a good time and live it up because they don't know that this is a CIA-backed operation.
Yeah, Johnny doesn't know this at this point,
No.
but
I thought they ripped off
but
some
Leon
dude.
does. It doesn't say anything.
Yeah, I think
because
that's
he's so
hilarious, too.
stoned.
That's so
Yeah.
funny. And Kidman goes back to his hotel room, and again, I think this is interesting. He's watching the TV, and you hear a news report about Stanley
Oh
Kubrick
my God!
touring Europe or
it's
something.
somewhere in Europe, and he's clearly not in London. And
Yep.
this is a live report.
Yep.
And then he just loses his shit.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of people hearing things. I noticed this. People hearing things from the outside. Like several times you hear people
when he's
hearing things from him destroying the hotel room, or
and so then they cut to people in the hallway hearing it. I like that. I mean, it's good. It's good movie making.
They may have overused it a little bit, but that's all right. And so they're having a good time. Oh shit, these guys are in serious trouble.
Yeah.
And now,
and they're supposed to keep it low key.
Yeah.
Cut to the bar scene.
Yeah.
They're just buying. It's just one
Buying
big party. They're buying the whole bar. Everybody drinks, and then one guy goes over to the phone and calls the ironmonger, let him know that their boy is in there throwing money all over.
And meanwhile, Kidman is on the hunt for this money. Like, who are these fucking assholes who did this to me?
Yeah.
And it leads him into a bar. And I thought this was funny. This old bar fly.
Oh, man.
And he asks, hey, do you know Johnny whatever?
Yeah.
And the incoherent rabble that comes out of this guy's mouth was brilliant.
It was priceless. Yeah.
Now, could that have been either one? I think maybe one of the greatest performances in history.
Or a literal. That's just the guy that's there every day, the local.
In the pub, just, hey, use Art over there. Ask him a question. See, he says funny shit. And he mumbles, I don't know what the hell. And Pearlman goes, okay. And it's so deadpan and brilliant.
I was looking at my notes. Yeah, I wrote the same thing about that performance. If it was a performance, right? Man, I wish we could find that out, if that was a local or if that was, because there's so many uncredited, in the lower part of the cast.
Now, we have kind of different things happening. Kidman's on a mission, and now we have the Nazi bathroom fight, which I think is, you're worried in a way about his toughness.
Oh no, he's portraying he's a badass all the way through it.
I think, there is a little frailty with the flashbacks and him, in the beginning kind of shaking but you see him confront this bathroom of Nazis and they give him a bunch of attitude and he just mops the floor with these fuckers.
Yeah. Well, he left the incoherent guy at the bar and walked to the bathroom because he's looking for I keep wanting to say Tom. Now he's looking for Johnny. And so all these Nazis are standing around the bathroom and he just walks in between them and says, excuse me, opens the stall door and goes to the next one.
Looking.
Yeah. He's not bothering them. And then they start fucking with him. And then that's it. He destroys them all.
And he ruins his clothing. He gets a line on the guys.
Because it's covered with blood because he can't stop killing these people.
But there's a hippie at the entryway who spills the beans on the guys. But he looks at his own shirt and looks at the hippie shirt. Yeah. And I remember thinking, oh, there's no way it's going to be funny because he's not going to do it. But he comes out of the bathroom wearing this frilly hippie shirt for almost the rest of the movie, and it's pretty funny.
Yeah, well, he does change it after when he kills the next guy, but it plays a significant role when they go to the mansion later on, that the shirt he's wearing, because our girl Erica makes the comment on it, but we're not there yet.
And I love how you go back to Johnny and the reveal that Leon read the documents, kind of like, yeah, wait, you didn't read this? Yeah, it's a whole CIA plot to fake CIA! The movie. And he's going, why do we have to get out of here now? And in the frantic, getting ready to leave.
You said he couldn't find us. That was before I knew he was the CIA.
Yeah. And Leon grabs an apple. He says, I'll take this just in case. And that's all he's taking.
Yeah, because he's always stoned. I mean, what drug didn't he take? I mean, he's taking mushrooms. He's taking glue, acid.
And who knows? Maybe what he put up his butt for
Coke.
the whole time,
Oh.
LSD-soaked tampon. Who knows? Oh, I see your face. There's so many things I can tell you about. Anyway.
Is that a real thing?
Anyway, I don't know. It's just not advised. I mean, somebody's probably done it. But they get ready to piece out the door, and Kidman's standing there again in his frilly shirt. And he does his shakedown of theirs is pretty good. It's menacing as all hell.
And of course he walks in when they're making fun of him, calling him a Hollywood, whatever. And he says, going somewhere?
Yeah. And he tries to break it down, like, why would Stanley Kubrick live in this shithole?
Yeah, that was a great.
And it's just, and I think it's kind of funny that he grabs an old iron to threaten them with.
Yeah.
Which is kind of interesting.
Yeah, he was about to crush his head in with it.
Yeah.
And then, what, he starts seeing people again? Or something stopped him?
I think he convinces them that they can make the movie. And this is how it leads them on the
he
journey.
knows a director.
He says he knows a director. And this becomes kind of a fish out of water type of thing now with Ron Pearlman because, Ron Pearlman's backed in a corner.
Yeah, he's like, you need us, is what Johnny's saying. And he's right,
Yeah.
because he doesn't know anybody else.
And the whole thing...
And Kubrick's not even in town.
Time sensitive. So did 7 days, does that make sense?
Yeah, there was a time where they said that the film had to be done in 7 days to coordinate with the landing. He had to pay the money back in 2, so he got the briefcase within 2.
Yeah. I think, when they go to the... And it's not surprising that Johnny knows a director, that the artistic world of late 60s London, pretty vibrant scene, probably pretty cool.
Yeah.
But they go to this house and the painting on the outside of the house is gorgeous, like so cool. In the entryway, it's obviously very like...
You saw what it was, right?
Yeah,
okay.
No, wait.
You're kind of skipping over it. Oh, look,
what was it,
why are you
Todd?
setting me up?
Todd?
It was a mansion with a girl painted on it with her, like she was in the position to give birth, shall we say. And the door itself was right in the center, painted as what, a flower?
All right, I'll spare you that. Thank you. That was a good bit.
Yeah.
We'll get a podcast award for that one.
Yeah,
one day.
I owe you owe me one. Or I owe you. It's coming.
And so this is the house of Renatus, the director that they know, and it's the quintessential late 60s, just debauchery everywhere.
Yeah.
Every corner, there's something weird happening.
Well, they knock on the door, and here, this is our intro to what the heck is Erica's name?
Our lone
No, Ella.
credited cast.
Ella. Who else played a role called Ella? Here's your test, Ryan.
Oh, and still?
Oh, you nailed it. All right.
Come on now.
Come on.
You gotta
30
work harder.
episodes
You gotta
ago, and
work
you
harder
pulled
to
it
trick
out
me.
like it was yesterday. Nice job.
And, I like this. And I'm
And
sure...
she calls him what? She opens the door and says,
Angel.
an angel.
Yeah,
because he's wearing that shirt,
Yeah.
that crazy ass shirt. And then that's it. She calls him his angel through the rest of it.
I love their little attachment, like her affinity to him. And
Yeah.
I think that's kind of adorable, to be honest. And
Can I make a crazy reference for that?
Is
If I can find it.
just a kook who makes, I'm guessing, art films. Is he kind of like a Andy Warhol parallel in a way, or no? You see any of that?
He's
'Cause
the
it
guy
felt
that
like his
should
little
never
collective-
be walking around in a whitey tighty.
Oh, that guy's never clothed.
No.
Just in a robe and his
Just
tidy
a
whitey.
huge gut hanging out.
And they meet him in his screening room. And, he's got naked ladies everywhere. And he's screening his latest film, Bounce.
Yeah.
Which is
him, right? Wasn't that, was
no,
that him?
No, it's other people, but similar body types. But just like
Okay.
slightly overweight men bouncing up and
Flying
down
through the
slowly,
air in underwear,
holding
slow
chickens
motion.
and releasing chickens. And
But the look of it is how the space landing was.
yeah,
like
yeah.
when they were, on the moon and they were doing their, or were they doing their, jumping through the air
Yeah.
in slow mo. It looked just like that.
that made sense to me the second time watching it.
Yeah.
Like the first time I'm like, this is absurd. This guy couldn't possibly be the guy. But it did tee you up the second time, at least when I was paying attention, that he would be. And I think he says something kind of profound. Renatus has this little line about, as they're asking him to do it, and he says, films are dead. In 5 years, they'll be watching computers.
Yeah. And this is 1969. So in 1974, they were only, 30, 40 years off?
It's kind of interesting.
But he
I don't know why I
clearly
put
saw
that line in there, but I thought it was a cool line. And so they convince him to do it, and he says something right about it's going to take money. It's going to take, and I didn't know if he was French or German at this time.
Yeah.
I thought French mostly because I don't know why. It's just filmmaking, and that just sounds ignorant.
What was his last
The
name?
Wings of Desire fans are going to be really furious at this.
Fast and Furious.
That's right. But he says, it's going to take money, and Kidman's like, all right. And he takes Johnny. He says, we're going to go get the money now from Ironmonger, from motherfucker named Ironmonger.
The mafia, basically, right?
And that's was that what you were feeling?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's like the whole mafia of London, like the baddest of the bad guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again,
And
still
does
in the
Pearlman
shirt.
care? No, he's like, yeah, we're going in.
And he says to Johnny, "You're coming with. You got to identify him."
Yeah.
And he says, "I got it. I'm not asking anything more of you. I got it." I'm like, what a fucking badass this guy is. And he walks up again. It's a what we find Ironmonger's hanging out in like a boxing ring type of thing, but there's a loading dock component to it.
Yeah, there's a guard in the front there, and he makes fun of his shirt.
Yeah, he says cute shirt or something.
Yeah, so he just walks over and picks up a shovel and just kills the guy, hits him right in the head with it. And then he doesn't stop. He just keeps beating him and then he has to pull him off.
Johnny's like, stop. And he's 3 stops too late. That guy was dead.
No, I mean,
immediately.
when it turns on with him, it just doesn't stop.
Yeah.
He did that earlier.
And the what did you think of the tete-a-tete, between Kidman and Ironmonger?
Well, with the thing that he built.
Yeah, there's the whole scene. Like, I'm here, I want my money. You took something that doesn't belong to you.
Yeah. No,
and it's pretty badass. I mean, you've got how many huge boxers and wrestlers all over the place.
Yeah, he's surrounded. He's got. Well, we should say he's changed his shirt because he took the shirt off of the guard that he just killed. So he's got a black shirt on now, and he's carrying a shotgun that he took off the guy.
Yep.
So he just enters the room and he's surrounded, like you said, by all these big guys, and he's squared off with the kingpin of the I want to say game,
it's
but
just
the
a
mafia.
nice bit of tension. I think because Ironmonger is building this. What is it out of wood? Just teeny wooden pieces?
Yeah.
What
was it? Was it the London Bridge?
I think it was the London Bridge.
Yeah.
And it takes forever.
Wasn't that
a big point about how long it took? And it looked very complicated.
And that was an awesome, well-written speech that he gave about the patience and what it takes, and like, don't fuck with me because no matter what it takes.
The shotgun is like hovering 3 inches over top of this thing.
Yeah, pointed right at.
So you're like, the tension is ratcheted so high because I was thinking he could just go burnt and knock a little bit of it down, which would be probably a decent enough insult, but he doesn't.
Well, one guy charges him and he blows his head right off.
Yep.
That was some crazy CGI. And then he takes a shotgun and completely destroys the entire bridge off the desk.
Yep.
Like, fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of you.
Yeah, it's really harrowing because that actor, again, is so intense.
Oh, yeah. He was in Braveheart.
Him in Braveheart?
Yeah. He was the dad of the other guy.
Yeah, the dad of another.
He pulled out, he's stabbed and he's dying anyway. He just rips it out. Yeah, he's really good.
Do it all right. So you have that. He's a now you're got to.
How would Cage have done that scene if he was in Braveheart and had the arrow sticking out of him? What would that sound like? Come on, you got it.
Do it already. Pull it out of there. I said do it!
You would go into the rage.
All right.
Some raging Cajun.
What I really love is the production meeting. The scene, they've somehow gotten this together. This director knows people because there's 25 people in the room for a proper production.
I think they all live in that fucking mansion.
That must. Yeah, you're probably right.
They're all laying around,
but they all look.
No
like
girls are wearing tops. We should mention this for the guys. It's a pretty good, some pretty good eye candy in there.
There is a good
and theme. The gals. I mean, maybe they like it too.
And he shows up, in his robe with no shirt on. And he says he's been up all night working on these paintings of aliens and all this shit he wants to add.
Yeah, just totally ignoring all the notes they gave him.
You knew that wasn't going to go well.
No.
Because Ron Pearlman, he's so terse, Ron Pearlman, sometimes in this. And that's the old Ron we like,
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah. Oh, he's awesome. And, he's that way until they give him drugs,
and that's
which is coming.
Makes the change so much fun. And I'm glad that's handled kind of fun. But so they figure out this is how we're going to do it, or they're going to do it their way, and this is where the montage starts.
They triple his money, and then he says, "Okay."
Yeah,
I think it's how it goes. He's walking off the set. Yeah.
So now there's additional tension because Johnny has promised him triple the money, has got to figure out how to make that happen. And again, you have a time crunch. Are you were you feeling the pressure on this? Like,
oh yeah,
6 days is what they have,
yeah.
5 maybe.
And Ron Pearlman and I keep calling him, but Kidman and Johnny, do that. They are constantly reminding us through their characters the stress that they're under.
Yeah, and through the montage, you see all the weird stuff, all the kind of goofy things, and there's pigs painted like tigers and all that stuff, and this is where you start to see
Leon is so funny. What the hell is that?
Yeah.
There's 2 pigs walking around painted. There's 2 of them. There's another one.
Yeah. I thought they were pretty adorable. Those
and
pigs.
he thinks he's probably hallucinating, right? But he's not. They're real. They're literally there.
And the girl's flirting with Kidman. I think the scene where she's sucking on the popsicle, making him uncomfortable, was pretty funny.
Yeah, that made me
and
uncomfortable
he's like,
as well.
Dirty.
Ugh.
And he collects all his papers and he gets up and he leaves. And,
well, you know what? I probably shouldn't even say, but it might be fun for the listeners. But you know how I texted you that morning? I had Comet TV on, and it was a Shannon Tweed movie coming on, and it had Terry Wagle in it.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so what was that called?
Andy Sedaris, rest in peace.
Night Vision. I don't know. I only watched a little bit, but the movie literally opened with Terry Wagle and a blow pop sucker, the same one used in episode 3.
Oh, it was dipped in coffee?
No, it was just the same sucker, exact same one.
Blow
So
pop, yeah.
that's what the opening shot is Terry Wagle working that over. And then I watched your movie that same afternoon.
Oh, really?
And then this scene came up. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's funny. I hope that didn't trigger anything weird from your childhood or whatever.
Well, there was a lot of weeping. I was in the closet curled up for about a half hour.
And now, Renatus is on board, and they're doing decent, good work. I think that's what's funny about this is, in the meantime, you have, the bad guys come and they saw Johnny's door off. I think that's funny. And they're ransacking his place.
Yeah.
And
they could have kicked that door open, but they take a chainsaw and make a diagonal line all the way through the whole fucking door.
And the bad guy said good job to the guys.
Yeah, that was funny.
Hey, good job.
You could have clearly just gave that door a kick.
Yeah. And so things seem like they're going well. Glenn shows up on set, and what I think is brilliant is, the band, they're still the band, because I remember at this point I'm thinking, what is this guy doing? He's lost his gig with the band, and they show up and he says, is this my rock opera? And brilliantly, Johnny's like, yep.
Yeah.
Yes,
he bails him out his own. So he's like,
and he says,
oh, is this for me?
It's cover for the real project with Kidman.
Yeah.
So I think that was pretty.
Yeah, that's
pretty
good
genius.
writing. Yeah.
And this is where you see, and there's been movies like this, and I can't think of one. I was trying to think about this, where you have roles reversed. So the slacker Johnny, starts to get his act together, and he's doing, and then the hard ass,
becomes the slacker. Yeah, exactly.
I feel that's a common theme, and
it is.
I
But
think of one right now.
You're so right. It's like when you have to think of it.
And when the bosses check in, and he's like, "Oh, sorry, I don't always look like this." But so this happens, and I love the scene where Kidman takes drugs for the first time, or at least in the movie, where Leon's smoking a bong, and Kidman says,
"Oh yeah.
CIA trained," and he's
like that shit. My mind's CIA. My mind is CIA trained. He's like that shit has no effect on me. What, you don't believe me?
And he takes
this huge, like it would kill a horse.
And he says, "See,
nothing." And then cut to he's like on the floor, completely passed out. And then it's revealed that he laced it with
there's opium.
Opium.
And Johnny's freaking out because he needs this happening, and he says, "I need him fully copus mentis."
Oh,
which
nice.
I didn't mean to, I meant to look up. I think that must be Latin for fully cognizant.
Yeah,
having all your faculties,
all the mental faculties.
But Kidman wakes up from what would be a pretty decent weed and opium hangover, to be honest. And he sachets into the kitchen, revealing to Elle that he's got a headache. And again, he's vulnerable, I think, because he makes questionable.
Oh, Ella, yeah.
Ella, sorry. But he makes questionable decisions because she says, "Here, take this pill for a headache."
But
and he downs
a
it
normal
so
person
fast.
thinks it's aspirin or thinks it's,
In that house after what he's seen already.
I got a headache.
Holy shit! I wouldn't take anything
a half-naked, French girl, very attractive French girl.
Well, thankfully
hands
for
you-
us, the watchers, he does take it, and it's revealed that it is acid.
Well, she
LSD.
says it, yeah. And then he shoves his fingers down his throat and he's trying to throw it up, but he can't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's already there.
so here we go to Trailer Park Jesus
Here's
acid
the
trip coming up.
And as far as trip scenes in movies, I mean, there's been quite a few of them. And did you have a takeaway from his? I mean, because I feel like he had kind of a spiritual breakthrough because he makes peace with his Vietnam stuff. You see him,
Yeah.
because some of these hallucinations are horrible. They're burned. Their faces are blown off. They're really ugly. And you see him hugging some of them and shaking their hands. And I think a big part
You're
of that,
so close. It's coming up. I'm gonna, because you haven't done your clip yet. I wonder how close together my.
Ooh.
So haven't done a spiritual moment in a long time. So tonight we are doing one, but it is coming up shortly here.
So he has this, fun. There's some fun visuals and that kind of thing. But what I thought was interesting was, he's in the bed with a bunch of people, as you do, in a orgy house and stuff, drug orgy house.
Yeah.
And he's saying to Leon, and I think it's kind of cute the way Leon's now kind of looking out for him. They're kind of buddy. But he said, I may be paraphrasing, but for the first time ever, I don't want to kill someone.
Okay, so that's the moment.
Ah.
So just before we get there, remember Leon standing over his passed out body going, I'm more CIA trained than you. Because he handles the drugs better.
Uh-huh.
And he's still awake. I thought that was hilarious. So the dazed and confused acid trip, so they changed the baseline. It's like they were clearly doing dazed and confused, but they changed the baseline, so I think they wouldn't have to pay any of the...
I think weren't they making the music go up and down on purpose to create
the baseline chromatic does that 2 chromatic walk downs, but this one did the first 4 chromatic notes and then repeated them again.
Right.
But it still had the same sound as Dazed and Confused. So I thought that was cool and what they were doing to not pay Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
God knows what that would have done to their budget.
That's right.
So anyway, to that scene you were just at, Tom and Ella, they wake up in bed, and then we have Leon sitting across from him, and he holds out his hand. He's holding out his hand. He doesn't have the tremors. Now, we show tremors. He's showing hand tremors throughout the movie.
Yeah.
And so because he's been doing the weed and all this other stuff, it's gotten rid of the tremors. Do you have any insight into that?
Yes. I mean,
Any experiences? Have people use that for treatment?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Cannabis can be used for people who are trying to stave off alcohol, just to get off of alcohol. And yeah, certain properties can help with tremors.
Yeah. And
CBD can help too.
And there was something with...
That was the educational portion of A Little Independent.
So
email us at alittleindependentpodcast@gmail.com and tell us how you liked it. Now back to your regularly scheduled program.
All right. What's his name? Michael from Back to the Future. Come on, help me out here.
Fox?
Yeah, Michael J. Fox. I remember seeing something about
Obscure
a
Canadian
form.
actor.
Yeah, shut up. You know how I am with the names. There was something I thought I read when he did meditation before, after he got more practice at it, that he did not have, the shaking while he was in meditation. And certain drugs, ayahuasca and such, are done to take you into those higher planes of consciousness artificially, as opposed to, meditating on the breath or whatever form of meditation you use.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he's staring at him. Tom is staring at Leon, and he says, I'm sitting here right now, and I'm fully aware I can snap your neck like a twig, but for some reason, I don't want to. So that is the state. How I took that is he's in the state of witness consciousness, where your mind is in neutral, and you are just observing everything around you, and you have no animosity, no desire, no, you don't have any of the things that come with your ego.
Yeah.
And that's called, a form of witness consciousness or higher consciousness. And I just thought that, so he was in that state because of some of the drugs that he had taken.
Is that why they say "Witness Me" in Mad Max Fury Road? Do you think?
Say it in what now?
Mad Max Fury Road.
They say what?
Witness me. Before they do something crazy that might get
when
them
they
killed.
spray the silver on their mouth?
Yeah.
Witness me. I don't know. Could be.
I wouldn't put it past George Miller.
Yeah.
To find something in there like
but
that.
Witness consciousness is what we're all looking for, actually.
That's crazy because I feel like the acting in that scene, he is like, there's a weight lifted off of him.
Yeah.
Like he carried himself real rigid. Again, I'm sure choices and things like that. But
Yeah.
it's just, I felt his relief.
Yeah, because he was so fucking hardcore.
Yeah.
Before
Yeah.
that, yeah.
And as he's coming down off this, kind of long trip, this is when he's given up and Johnny's, comes back and he's had a really rough day on the set and they're all still kind of post, maybe even coital.
Yeah.
And coming down off of acid. And he's like, I've been working my ass off. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, the role reversal, complete opposite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
again, seen in other movies too, but I like this. And Ron Pearlman's like, it's over, man.
Yeah.
It's over.
We're all going to die.
We're all going to die. And this was my clip, actually, because...
God, we were so close. I told one of these episodes...
It will be. I know, you're right.
This was like seconds apart.
There's so many funny lines in this, and there's so many bits, but honestly...
Yeah, it's really entertaining movie.
Rupert Grint's acting in this, so he's just like resigned to the fact that they're going to die and they can't do it. And he has this little, just the look on his face. He's so devastated. But again, he is realizing, yep, we're done.
Oh, is this the loser?
And here we go.
The loser speech?
Sorry, I just... Bad vibes. We can't give up. We need to do this.
It's over, man. I mean, let it go.
Yeah, drop it. So that's it. We're all gonna die. Yeah. We're all gonna die. I've never had anything but bad luck. When I was born, a short circuit in the incubator set fire in the maternity ward. Burned down the entire wing of the hospital. My father's still convinced they mixed the babies up during the evacuation. He always said I was a loser. Everybody thinks I'm a loser. I don't want to die a loser.
Except for those residual checks from Harry Potter.
Yeah, he's okay.
He's
But
doing all right.
It's a great scene. He does so well in it. He looks devastated.
Yeah.
And they're all laughing at him. And
Well, they're stoned.
He's looking. Yeah. And it's just that was a big takeaway for me because that the change, he went from unmotivated, or he's always motivated, but just unsuccessful, to really doing something. And he's at this point, he's not in it for what is he in it for? Right? Like it's his life, maybe. He's not getting anything. He doesn't have to be busting his ass trying to make this movie happen. He could probably leave at any time.
Did he pay off the
He's now
Ironmonger?
Ironmonger, yeah. So it's the $200. Remember, because when they came to his place the second time,
Well,
he
but
had all
they
this money
took the briefcase.
as collateral. But yes, he paid that. he's
Yeah,
done
which
with
they
them.
stole back, and they are coming to get
Ironmonger
back.
and Kidman have beef. So at this point,
Not-
he doesn't
not
have to do
Johnny.
anything. No,
Yeah, no, he wants to accomplish something. You're
he
right.
wants to accomplish something. And I love the CIA raid scene is funny because CIA raids.
Yeah.
Ron Pearlman is at this point
Who the fuck are these guys?
has just been a part of a significant orgy. He's got no clothes on. He's got a wool wrap or like a furry wrap around him. And he's still a badass with attitude.
Who doesn't want to be in 1969 with a buffalo, coat, not a buffalo
Oh,
rug.
God, it's so funny.
For it's your only
And
clothes.
he's just like,
So-
you're blowing my cover. Fuck you. And he's literally just naked with a fur around him.
So, Planet of the Apes, the fur covers and the age difference. We're talking. I looked it up. Nova and Heston, right?
Yeah.
Because you know how we always joke about that.
Oh, he's 3,000 years older than her.
So he's born in 1950, and Miss Ella, Erica Sante, 1981.
In this movie?
No, real life. Seen how we joke about Nova and Heston and the difference in the difference in the bond.
Yes.
In Sheena the Jungle. So we got a 31-year difference here
Between Ron Pearlman
in Ella.
that he has no interest in at all, save for in a drug fugue state. Because he's not into her. I don't feel that way anyway, but he had a good time. But he's like, let's get to the set. And he pushes past the one guy.
He's
like,
not taking her on horseback to ride down the beach and discover the Statue of Liberty. He's not doing that.
I think he probably would in a pinch after this experience. For sure. So they get to the set. And did you think when they got to the set that it looked pretty good?
Oh, yeah. When
Did it surprised me?
when
I
he took the CIA guys in there,
Yeah.
and they looked and went, "Oh, this looks great." They made it
shocked
look.
me.
They made it look exactly like
Yeah.
it would have looked. Yeah.
And that's kind of that. Johnny, good job, buddy. I'm
Yeah.
sure. He kept the director on.
Well, and the
task
director had the guys building that stuff,
Yeah.
right away. So
and at this point, we know that. I love that director has such an affinity for Leon, just always hugging on him.
yeah,
It's so
calling
funny,
him all these little pet
But
names.
Leon's an actor in the film, as is Johnny, and they're getting suited up, and this is when Leon takes the mushrooms. So he's freaking out in the astronaut uniform, and he says, "What does he say? Like, my penis is whispering things to me."
Yeah. And here's the kid from Harry Potter going, "Your penis is not whispering to you."
He says something like, "It tells me my parents were cousins." I mean,
I don't think they were.
it's a really funny scene.
And then-
again, you see Johnny trying to hold things together, and it's just really, really funny.
Well, then he's got the little head. And they do the little
they show
cartoon,
the-
tiny little head. He's
from
like,
his
your
perspective.
body's normal, but your head is so tiny. And
Yeah.
then it's talking. It's pretty funny.
And they, get to the filming, and it goes terribly wrong. And it starts with him getting the one small step line wrong,
Yeah.
which
is hilarious.
What about that? Because does that mean that line was staged? And that is what always was going to be said? Because how would they know making this fake movie or movie about a fake landing to say that?
Well, my guess is it was in the script because they gave him an exact script to film.
Well, I know
in that
but-
briefcase.
So at this point in this movie, they're still going to the moon. They haven't. So the Apollo mission has left and is still going to the moon. And they're, again, filming this to show to the nation in case it doesn't work.
Yeah, and I don't think that would have ever been intended to do live. I think it would have been always be in edited versions that they can just play. That's what would make sense.
But so that line, one small step, was fed like he knew he was going to say it.
Yeah, because I think that he was supposed to say that from the beginning.
So they're trying to.
I mean,
replicate-
Armstrong was supposed to say that. I mean,
Gotcha.
that was a canned
I always thought it was
line. Do you think it was
supposed to be
improvised?
impromptu from the astronaut, but either way.
Well, I like that idea,
Because
but
if I was going to be the one, I would have been thinking of some dope shit to say. I mean,
what
the
would
whole
you?
time.
What would you?
I don't know. I would have needed the time to
What
think
would
about it
Leon say?
in the headspace.
This is
Taking this apple.
yeah. We're running for our lives. We don't know where we're
No,
going.
they're filming this. They're on, wires. They're, trying to plant the flag. It's all going wrong.
Yeah, Glenn wants wires too.
Yeah, and
the
Glenn
lead singer comes running in.
So, they're trying to pretend that they're filming the rock opera, and now it all comes to a head because the CIA is raiding the place, and Ironmonger's people have found them too, so it's all a big convergence.
Yeah.
And the bloodbath ensues.
Yeah, and then I love when they're showing, back at the CIA, like in Quantico or wherever they're at, watching.
So were they watching a
filming.
live stream of the filming?
That's the way they portrayed it to me.
right.
And they're all
So they're just kinda watching
couple
the
of
progress.
stone,
Yeah,
and
okay.
Leon's stoned and going woo and doing all this jumping around. It's just utterly ridiculous, and they're just staring at this thing like, "Oh, we're so fucked."
So what you're thinking is they're getting footage, they're getting stuff, but
And then they're going to edit it.
Yeah, they'll edit it to be right.
To what to play to
So should
the world.
the actual moon landing go awry or whatever,
Yep.
we can pretend we landed on the moon, or
Yeah,
what have you,
they'll just have them orbit the moon. They said,
and then come back, at
and
the
then come
prerequisite
back.
time.
Yeah, because and then they'll play that footage
There you
like
go.
they actually did it.
So hooray, we win. And I think there's some good squib work in this movie. I like a good squib, and there's some good practical effects in there. You
Yeah.
know? And for a indie movie that probably had a low budget, I thought there was some good stuff. It was very violent. There was a lot of violence. Towards
God,
the
yeah.
end, a lot of heads blown off, and again, maybe not meant for comedy. I don't know why it was that gory, but it didn't really bother me at all.
Well, after the genetic opera, I wouldn't think so.
Oh yeah, some good stuff in that. Now CIA, I like Ironmonger and Kidman's shotgun fight. That's always fun because that's as manly as you can get, right? Fighting a dude with a shotgun.
Yeah.
Like, all right, and they fight with shotguns. Doesn't go well for Ironmonger, and CIA bro tries to kill him. And I like how Johnny steps up to try to help Kidman. He tries to shoot the CIA guy,
Yeah.
and the recoil hits his face, and
He
he's
knocks
knocked
him out.
But-
Yeah. But in a sense, he saved him because it distracted him
Yeah,
for that
it
moment
did.
where he was able to get his shot in.
It's just kind of a nice, little thing. And
Yeah.
you
And
know.
then he tells him, you got him, kid.
Yeah.
And then you blacked out from the shock, but it was actually the recoil of the gun.
And so, this all happens, and outside really of the super purview of what's going on in the studio, I guess. But CIA bro has his death throes as he walks onto the set, and he falls onto the flag.
He's
as
grabbing
he
the
dies,
American flag as he's dying.
as
Yeah.
the General Dick face and everybody is watching. Going,
Yeah.
Uh-oh, something must have happened.
And what does Leon says? Hey, he pulled out the flag or something like that.
And I love how right away when they get off the rover, or they get off the lander, Leon's still freaking out and he wants to take his helmet off.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're like, you
That's a
can't, you're
surefire
on the
way,
moon.
yeah.
You can't take your helmet off. That was
But-
funny.
Kidman and he says we should split. So I think it's kind of cute that they all split to Spain,
Yeah.
which is odd.
They were
get on the run.
They
and-
were in London, right? So they take the tunnel across to France, cut over to Spain. They're being hunted down by the CIA. Clearly, they have to disappear.
Yep.
And all four of them. So he does take. I wanted to point. He does take Nova with him. I know I changed. What do you call it when you change movies like that? Meta. You call meta something different, but I'm inserting different names from.
Oh, that's fine.
But that's
You
a
can do that.
1968 movie. It's
Free
only
country.
a year
Look at us.
before.
Look at us.
So anyway, they're all galloping away in the car, and clearly they're speaking Spanish, and they see that they actually landed, and they see the actual footage, or did they?
Yeah, they pop into a little coffee shop or a bar as everybody's watching the landing.
Yeah, the whole world was
Like,
watching.
Oh, looks good. And then there's one little bit at the end where one of the astronauts kind of tips over.
It made it look like that
Made it
footage.
look like they used some of their footage.
Yeah.
So I kind of like that. And the credits, you've got this kind of this is kind of odd, like the last kind of 2 minutes of the film where stock footage of, ostensibly the actual, parades for the astronauts after they came back to Earth and all this stuff.
That was interesting because I don't know that I've ever watched footage of the celebratory parades and
Yeah, I
stuff that
hadn't either.
occurred after, and I was
So
like, wow.
Was that more to make you doubt that it was real and that all of that was staged too?
I think it's just showing what really happened.
And it was over and I love this band, but Fortunate Son is so overused.
Oh, yeah.
Especially as it relates to patriotism or whatever. But I love over the actual credits, black background, and you have all this footage of the bouncing guy. And what I love about independent films, and this one's no different, is a ton. Did you stay through all the credits?
I did.
I loved how many special thanks there were.
Yeah.
That always indicates that they got some help along the way, money-wise or whatever.
All indie films do. They have to. It's not, there's not a huge budget to start with typically.
So there is our film. It sounds like you had a good time with it.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah, good.
I really enjoyed it. It was a fun ride. I definitely recommend you watch it. I mean, it's a great comedy.
It was funny.
And it does address some rabbit hole
time.
issues you can, get into and, get into the whole conspiracy if you want. And that stuff about The Shining that you brought up was pretty fantastic earlier.
It's pretty fascinating. Room 237 is the name of that documentary. And I recommend it.
Yeah.
It's kooky. And the more conspiracy theories you hear, the less believable any of them are. So hearing them in bulk seems to maybe undermine all of them.
You kind of like go, oh, come on.
And you could be like, I could take any movie and probably show that director faked the moon landing. So either way, it's still interesting.
Yeah, and one of them was always like, why is the flag straight out?
Yeah.
I remember seeing that.
Or not moving.
Yeah. But they showed it was kind of made that way in the film. Yeah.
So a couple of notes. There are definitely some nods to Stanley Kubrick films. The coffee table in Derek Kay's office is reminiscent of the tables in the Korkova Milk Bar in A Clockwork Orange. So the lady on her hands and knees. The lead character's name, Tom Kidman, is an amalgam of the names of the two stars of Eyes Wide Shut, obviously Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman.
Oh my God, I feel stupid.
The naked lady
I didn't
painting.
catch that.
Yeah.
That was so obvious.
we talked about it.
Tom Kidman, but it didn't dawn on me.
The naked lady painting on the front of Renatus's house is a reference to the naked lady painting from A Clockwork Orange. And as we mentioned earlier, the general who briefs Kidman is made up to look like General Jack D. Ripper from Dr. Strangelove, and the office looks the same as well.
Nice.
Kind of fun.
Homage upon homage.
We will end as we do with reviews.
Reviews.
These are from IMDb, and not a ton of reviews on IMDb, but 50-something. And our first one is the bad one, 1 out of 10. This movie was all over the place. Seeing as this was a British offering, I'll describe it in British parlance. Absolute shite. I think the morons giving this high praise with their reviews were about as high as Ron Pearlman after taking that hit of LSD. It says comedy. Who would have known? I didn't laugh once. It should have said torture because I was in a whole lot of pain for the duration. My wife was getting tired of the movie and kept telling me to fast forward it. At one point, she got up to get some chocolate candy. When she came back to the couch, I asked her for a piece. She said, only if I fast forward it. True story. Anyhow, it's too bad because going into this, I wanted it to be good. I like Pearlman and Ron Weasley. Like the late 60s, early 70s scene. A lot of potential there. But then the director tried to make this a hybrid of a weird buddy flick mixed with Reservoir Dogs violence. Seriously, what the F? As somebody else opinioned, the second half of the movie really falls flat, and I have to agree. Save your time and watch something better. Maybe Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
I don't know.
Clearly an agenda there.
Yeah, I mean, I laughed. You laughed. So
yeah, no, I think that's hilarious. Last one here is our positive one, 9 out of 10. Moonwalkers totally rocks. What a fun and awesome flick. We were totally immersed and cracking up almost nonstop all the way through. I'm a multitasker, doing at least one or two other things while watching any TV. Only way I can justify it, haha. But Moonwalkers commanded my full attention, start to finish, and that's a first. Wink. I'm on my 6th watch now. My roommate tallies up at close to 50. And it still hasn't gotten old or any less funny. What? Seriously. Moonwalkers is hilarious. Ron Pearlman is the shit. Can I say that? If not, let's say he's the bomb. She wrote this. Or he wrote this. And he'll have you doubling over with laughter in seconds. I know. You're thinking, Ron Pearlman? The heavy? Have me doubling over with laughter? Yes! He's so perfect for the role he plays. And he plays it to a T. Maybe even a Z. I'd go on to say that he steals the show, but how can I? With Rupert Grint, and of course the hippie chick, and while every single cast member was outstandingly amazing and cast perfectly, Ron Pearlman is the man, and quite frankly, they'll just blow you away. Oh, then there's the story itself. It's hands down over the top hilarious, while maintaining an incredibly believable as true feel fact. reading it as it's written. I think it's one of the reasons this movie has so much appeal. It's both unbelievable and yet completely believable at the same time. It is based on actual events. Everything that happens is so way out there. On one hand, you're thinking it's just a comedic fantasy. Things like this don't happen. On the other hand, if your life's anything like mine, I'm so sorry. On the one hand, you're thinking it's just a comedic fantasy. Things like this don't happen. Then on the other hand, if your life's anything like mine, that is, it actually is believable and could be based on true facts. And aren't the funniest tales to tell the ones that are utterly true? Bottom line is this flick rocks, and everyone needs to watch it at least once. Whoever put this together is on it. They obviously set the bar and set it high for the quality level of what they need to reach to put their stuff out into the world. Which then makes you also realize just how sad and sorry the majority of the rest of what's being put out there is, and just how low the bar has become for what's now come to be deemed acceptable by most. Hey, let's get everyone to set the bar at least nearly this high. How about it? Highly recommended. I would have given this a 9.5 star rating, but I couldn't find any half stars.
Oh,
Yep.
you know, it's so interesting that we do this every episode, but just the difference, the complete polar opposite difference in these opinions of the same movie is just shocking.
Every time.
Yeah.
Every time.
I mean, if you had just read the first one and nothing else, you would be like, oh,
I know.
I got to get paid chocolate to fast forward through this.
I know.
Or a
Well,
piece,
I'm
I
intrigued
guess.
by that husband-wife relationship. I think if he is easily swayed by chocolate, he's going to have a tough go ahead.
It was better than the movie, according,
You're correct. Well, thank you as always for watching this one with me, and we'll see what we come to next time. But I'm glad you liked it. And,
it was a lot of fun, man. Thank you.
and everybody else who's listening, thank you for listening, and thank you for supporting us. You can email us at alittleindependentpodcast@gmail.com with anything you want to talk about, and we'll be happy to respond.
Night or day.
Night or day.
Night or day.
But hey, Todd,
Yes, Ryan.
we'll always have.
Monty Doro.
Who are those guys?
Who are those guys?
You'll love it. It's just a little
Love it. It's just as like independent. You know what I mean? You're about to say.
You'll love it. It's just a little independent. You're going to love it. It's just a little independent.
Okay. We're tens. Yeah, we're two or two. We're like we know love it.
It's just as little independent. Like it's just
Like I'm
little
introducing a
independent.
movie to you.
Like you're about to.
All right.
So,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Just as little independent.